Hello, classy people. How y'all doing? My name is Wayne Bolden. I am your Speed King. Hope all is well with everybody. We're here to do the top 10. That's right, Breeders' Cup Sprint. Miss Nancy asked us if we would be so kind to not just do the top 10 classic, but will we do the top 10 for the distaff and the sprint. And the sprint is one of my favorite races. But before we do, I would be remiss. Let me give a shout out to our new graphics person. That's right, all those beautiful thumbnails you see in the last month, that is Shahid. Shahid is a young man who, he knows that computer stuff. And y'all know, y'all see the graphics, y'all see the thumbnails. He does a wonderful job. So shout out to Mr. Shahid. Nice job. And while we're saying that, that's why donations are so important. As we continue to upgrade our channel here, we need your donation, $10, $15, because, it pays for our thumbnails, our data sets, which we spend a tremendous amount of money on each and every month to analyze the races. So once again, please support us by subscribing. Your donations really are very important as we pour the little donations back into the studio. And one of those ways is those graphics. You all see them. Shahid, nice job. And as well as the person, the young lady, Kenya, who does our, she does our editing and scheduling of our videos. Okay, so once again, let's dive right in to the Breeders' Cup Top 10 Sprinters. Well, before we get going, we're going to start at number 10 and work our way to the top one. The news that we got yesterday, I think was Ray posted the article that the Breeders' Cup management team announced Saturday that they're beginning a review process to determine whether Bob Baffert, will be allowed to participate in this year's World Championship into the Breeders' Cup. He has that horse, Pinehurst, and of course he has Gamine, right, who we'll talk about here. But that was news to me. It came out yesterday on the 18th. And again, the Breeders' Cup commission team and management team is looking to see if Bob Baffert is actually going to be allowed to participate. So tell me what you think about those new things as we start into our top 10 on the sprints. And the number 10 horse, we have a 10 and 10A because I didn't know what to do with Gamine. Chances are the filly won't run in the sprint, but I think she at least deserves to be mentioned with the way that she dominates her competition. So I put her 10 and 10A with Lexatonia. Okay? So number 10 is really Lexatonia and Gamine. I don't think Bob will run her if he's allowed to race against these big-head sprinters. The CZ Rockets and the old man Whitmore, and of course he don't want to tangle with Jackie. But Gamine is a very nice horse. And Gamine has 4 starts this year and 4 wins. Altogether, 10 starts, 9 wins. Speed figures are comparable, so I wouldn't be mad at him. She probably will get a big weight break as well. I wouldn't be mad at him, okay, if they ran in the sprint with Gamine. Thought it was worth mentioning. But our real number 10 is Lexatonian. Well, I think Lexatonian got lucky 2 back in the Alfred Vanderbilt Stakes when he beat, horses like CZ Rock and then ran such a big figure on July 31st in the Vanderbilt. That is Lexatonian. And then came back August 28 in the Fargo and just ran 8th. Okay, so the horse clearly bounced. But I thought his race 2 back was good enough to at least get him on the list of the top 10, Lexatonian. I don't particularly think that he's going to be able to bounce back off of that Vanderbilt Stakes, but maybe he will. So our number 10 pick, or our number 10 contender, is Lexatonian. 20 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds. And, we'll see what happens with Mr. Lexatonian. The number 9. Well, I know the horse is further down on the list than most will put him. Our number 9 contender is Mr. Whitmore. Well, there's one. First of all, I couldn't leave him off the ticket, right? And every time we think he's lost a step, which I think he did, he surprises us and wins like he did in last year's sprint. Well, I don't have to tell you nothing about Whitmore, our number number 9 contender here. 43 starts, 15 wins, 13 seconds, 5 thirds for a cool 4.5 million. Deserves all the respect in the world. And when we get to see 8-year-olds run in this day and age, there's nothing but big respect for Whitmore. Shows up for every dance, races every race, and we love to see the old timers run. But he is number 9, trained by, that's right, Marquette, Ron, right? Mr. Whitmore is number 9 on our list. And the number 8 contender. Well, I mean, you know, Flagstaff. Well, Flagstaff is a very, very nice gelding by Spangletown. Trained by Mr. John Sadler. Got 21 starts career-wise. This is a very, very nice older horse. He's 7 years old, Flagstaff. And he only got 21 starts, which means he's lightly raced 7 wins, 6 seconds, and 4 thirds for $1 million. And ran third in the Pat O'Brien, the last race on the 28th of August. Speed figures are right in line, maybe a cut below the top 2. But Flagstaff is our number 8. Tell us what you think about it. And, you know, we'll go from there. Number 8 contender is Mr. Flagstaff. Well. Dr. Shovel, number 7. Dr. Shovel is a very, very nice 3-year-old. Only has 6 starts, light on experience. 6 starts, 4 wins, 1 second and 1 third. Dr. Shovel had never been off the board. This 3-year-old is by Violence, trained by Mark Glatt, and of course is improving each and every start. Speed figures is a cut or 2 below these, but these horses is improving. Dr. Shovel's improving. And I thought number 7 spot was a good place for him. Wasn't too high, wasn't too low, gave him room to improve, only having 6 starts in a career. And I think Dr. Shovel is a pretty nice horse to be considered for the sprint. He is number 7 on our list. And number 6 is the old man, 7 years old, CZ Rocket, the former claimer. And he's trained by Peter Miller. Now, I said it once, I'll say it again. When Peter Miller, when the money's on the line, you have to take a close look at Peter Miller's horses. So one of the first things I do in the Breeders' Cup is I go find all the Peter Miller's entries. Not that I would bet them. I just want to know where they are. Because he has these horses ready when the millions of dollars are on the line. And our number 6 contender in this year's sprint up to this point at the end of September would be CZ Rocket. Had tailed off quite a bit since April of this year down at the Count Fleet, the last win. And the Steve Saxon, the horse run second in May. In July, the Ben Crosby ran third. And of course, he ran second in the Pat O'Brien. And he's improving his numbers the last 2 races, which of course Pete is pointing this horse towards the sprint. So CZ Rocket needs no introduction. I just say pay attention to the old man as well as Whitmore, because these horses are experienced, these horses know how to run, and the connections can surely get these horses ready for one of the biggest races, not only of their career, but as their career progresses. And CZ Rocket is number 6 contender on our list. Well, here is where I was torn. I really have a problem with the number, not a problem with the horse, but I didn't know really where to put this horse other than right in the middle, number 5. Flightline. Y'all know him. This is a 3-year-old with 2 starts and 2 wins, trained by John Sadler. Let me tell you right now, this horse has a maiden win and an allowance win. Of course, he has no black type. Of course, he has not tangled with the best, the Whitmores or the CZ Rockets or the Jack. Again, Flightline, 2 starts, 2 wins. But I'm telling you this. How impressive is that horse? Flightline is by Tappet on the back end out of a mare called Feather, who was by Indiana Charlie. Sadler is the trainer. And both of these horses' speed figures are absolutely the best of the 10 I have here. I couldn't put him on top. But I'm telling you right now, 3-year-olds that run this fast really do be given a lot of time. His last speed figure in that allowance race on September 5th at Del Mar, that is phenomenal. And I'm telling you, Jackie's Warrior's number is not that big. This is an exceptionally beautiful, beautiful horse. Flightline. So I didn't want to drop him too low. I didn't want to put him above the horses that I think has more experience in black type. I didn't think that was fair, based just on speed figures. So I put him right smack there in the middle. Flightline. Tell me if you thought that was fair. He's number 5. But I'm telling you, his speed figure, and it's across Del Mar. This is a very, very nice, talented horse. Flightline, trained by Mr. John Sadler. And of course, Flavian Pratt in the arm. Light on experience. And number 4. Well, Firenze Fire. Well, you know Firenze. Firenze Fire likes to maul horses. Ran second in the Fargo Stakes. And, very, very nice horse. Very, very nice horse. This horse mauls horses when he runs. This horse is fast. Kelly Breen has done a very, very nice job with Firenze Fire. I don't need to tell you that. The horse did run 3rd in last year's Breeders' Cup Sprint behind the old man Whitmore, and I think ZZ Rocket ran 2nd. And I think Firenze Fire, the old 6-year-old speed figures are in line. And again, I thought a 4th spot on the contender list, he deserved that. Well ahead of, if I can say it, ZZ Rocket and the old man Whitmore. Firenze Fire is number 4 on our list. The number 3 contender on our list, Yopan. Well, you know it wouldn't be long before I got to the Asmussen horses not being a homer. Y'all know how Steve's horses are. They're steady. They don't knock themselves out. They get better each and every start. They're fresh, they're fit, and they're always sound and healthy. Well, the number 3 contender on our list is Yopan by Uncle Mo, out of a mare modification who was by Vindication. Of course, Steve Asmussen is your trainer of record. This horse has 8 starts, light on experience, 6 wins, no seconds and no thirds. None bigger than the Fargo Stakes on 8/28 up at beautiful Saratoga. Speed figures are very, very nice. Yopan is number 3 on our sprint contender list. Number 2, well, I didn't have no problem putting this horse number 2. Special Reserve is a 5-year-old trained by the classy money-making Mike Maker, making what? Money. Mike Maker has this Special Reserve horses by Midshipman, 5 years old, 6 starts this year, 4 wins and 2 seconds. None bigger than the Maryland Sprint back there in May. Comes back in the Iowa Sprint. Speed figures are phenomenal. Ran 2nd in the Vanderbilt behind Lexatonia, which I believe was an aberration and a one-off. And the speed figures did not change over those last 3. Constant. This horse last ran on July 31st at Saratoga, like I said, behind Lexatonia in the Vanderbilt. And I think Special Reserve is a very, very nice contender. Here is number 2 on our top sprinters into the Breeders' Cup. 21 starts, 7 wins, 2 seconds, and 7 thirds. Money making Mike making money. Maker. Number 2, Special Reserve. Well, last but not least, let me not gloat. You know the number 1 contender. Y'all know me. You knew it when the video started. It's none other than, that's right, the McLean Music Cult 3-year-old named Jackie's Warrior. Well. Tell me if I got this wrong. Tell me if I got it wrong that Jackie should be the number 1 contender on each and everybody's list. And if he ain't, that's fine by me. He is on my list. I love Jackie Warrior. Love Jackie Warrior's back there in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile when the champion EQ ran by him like he was standing still. Returned in the Pat Day Mile down there. I crushed him that day. What a beautiful, beautiful race. Ran second, of course, in the Nashua County Stakes over there. And then came back into Amsterdam and did some work at Saratoga. And that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful race. And the Allen Jerkins with Life is Good. That was a tremendous, tremendous race on a horse, Life is Good, who's returning on a six month layoff. And I didn't put Life is Good on this sprint race because I think they'll point him towards the mile or something. That was a tune-up race. The horse was coming back in 7 furlongs against Jackie. Jackie had him dead to rights, but don't get it twisted. Life is Good is a very, 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 very nice horse. I don't think he'll show up in the sprint. I think he'll show up in the other mile or something like that. But that Allen Jerkins stake stamped it that Jackie's Warriors for real. Different type of running style, ran off the pace a little bit, came down, dug in. Life and Good is a very, very nice 3-year-old. So there it is, folks. There is your top 10. Those are our top 10s in this race. We believe are the ones that we all should look at and consider. Number 1 being, that's right, Jackie's Warrior. Number 2, Special Reserve. We like Special Reserve a whole bunch. Number 3, Yopon, another Asmussen. And of course, Forensic Fire, the old timer, not as old as Whitmore or CZ Rocket, but we believe Forensic Fire is always for real. Kelly Breen does a nice job with that one. And Flightline, y'all tell me what y'all think. Go watch them races. His speed figure is better than Jackie Warrior. That's a very, very nice horse. John Sadler, he's number 5, Flightline. And number 6, of course, is CZ Rocket, the old man, Pete Millen, Pistol Pete. And number 7, Dr. Chauvel. And of course, number 8, Flagstaff. And number 9, the old man, Whitmore. And Lexatonia, whatever. And of course, we mentioned Gamine. There it is, folks, as always. Our disclaimer is down under the description. Please support us each and every time that you can. Right, Shahid? Thanks so much for them classy graphics, brother. Stay classy, folks, in all you do. There is your top 10. Take a listen. Tell me, comment. Let me know what you think. Jackie's our number 1 pick, of course. Enjoy yourself.